Hello, ladies. Okay, so I'm going to do, it's going to be a series. We're going to go through a lot of different things in this book. I've mentioned this book to you guys previously, so be prepared. I don't want to make these videos too long because what happens is I end up being stuck all day on YouTube trying to get the videos to load, and that's just no fun. So grab a pen and a paper. You can transfer these to a grimoire or a book of shadows later, but I want to get the basics of everything pumped out to you while we're learning other things so that you have everything that you need. We're not going to go too crazy on ingredients right off the bat, but we will start with a lot of these herbs to make oils and things. So grab your pen and paper and let's get started. Now, so we're starting with herbs, okay? This book is amazing. It has everything you could possibly imagine in here, but like I said, we're going to start with the basics. So we're going to start with herbs, and in this book, or in the herb section of this book, it's going to include the magical names, the gender, the planet, the element, the powers, and you can take notes once you use these herbs and apply them to your magic. You can make your own little notes. That's why I said you should have a grimoire so you're not losing this information or wasting it in a notebook. So our first one is alfalfa. It's spelled A-L-F-A-L-F-A. This is, it says magical names, buffalo herb and lucerne. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is Venus. Its element is earth. Its powers are prosperity, money, and luck. And if you guys hear distractions in the background, please forgive me for that. I've got dogs and other family members. So, and then you can do, if you want to do it this way, you can put spell name, date, time and place, goal, moon phases, supplies, and invocations. The next one is allspice. I'm pretty sure you guys can get allspice. Alfalfa might be a little more, maybe for a little more difficult for some countries. I'm not sure. If you guys need help with herbs, let me know. So allspice, its magical name is pepper, myrtle pepper, pimento, and it says pimento again. I don't know why it does that. Gender is masculine. Its planet is Mars. Its element is fire. Its powers are money, purification, and luck and healing. And if I go too fast for you guys, let me know before the next video. I really don't know how to pronounce this, and I've never used this herb before. I think it's Altheus. Its magical names are, oh, I'll spell it for you. It's A-L-T-H-A-E-A-S, and its magical names are marshmallow, mortification root, and a sweet weed. It might be marshmallow root for the common name. We'll have to look that up. Its gender is feminine. Its element is water. Its powers are protection, psychic powers. Then we have arrowroot, which is one word. Its magical names are carpenter's weed, woundwort, stanchweed, and tansy. Oh, I've heard of tansy too. That's a really good one. That one you're going to use. Its gender is feminine. Its element is water. Its magical uses are courage, love, psychic powers, and exorcism. Someone was just talking to me about tansy. I need to look back on that conversation. Okay, so, and excuse me if I'm sniffly. I've got allergies really bad. Okay, so basil. Everybody knows what basil is. Its magical names are St. Joseph's wort. In this case, wort is spelled W-A-R-T, and witch's herb. And my dog is making loud noise in the background. Forgive me for that. Its gender is masculine. Its planet is Mars. Its element is fire. Its powers are love, exorcism, wealth, flying, and protection. So what they mean by flying, and we'll get into this later, is flying ointments. You may have to look that one up because it's a lot to get into. The next one, and you will use this a lot, is bay leaf. Its magical names are bay, bay laurel, bay tree, daphne, laurel, and sweet bay. Its gender is masculine. Its planet is sun. Its element is fire. Its powers are protection, psychic powers, and healing. This one is bed straw, one word, bedstraw. Its magical powers are cleavers and matter's cousin. Magical names, cleavers and matter's cousin. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is Venus. Its element is water, and its power is love. This one is benzoin. Its magical names are Benjamin, gum benzoin, and Siamese benzoin. Its gender is masculine. Its planet is sun. Its element is air. Its powers are purification and prosperity. This one is bergamot. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but bergamot smells amazing. And it makes a very good tea, but it is slightly toxic, so be careful. Its magical names are bergamot and orange mint. Its gender is masculine. Its planet is Mercury. Its element is air, and power is money. And this one is birch, birch. Its magical names are Beriza, Burke with an E at the end, Beth, Lady of the Woods. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is Venus. Its element is water. Its deity is Thor. Its powers are protection, exorcism, and purification. This one is blackberry. Magical names: Bly, Bramble, Bramblekite, Bumblecite, Cloudberry, Dewberry, High Blackberry, and Thimbleberry. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is Venus. Its element is water. Its powers are healing, money, and protection. This one is bladder rack. It's Bladder. Rack is Wrack. Its magical names are seaweed, cutweed, kelp, sea spirit, and sea rack. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is moon. Its element is water. Its powers are protection and money and psychic powers. This one is boneset. Its magical names are agu weeds, crosswort, feverwort, thoroughwort, and wood bone set. I hope I'm not going too fast. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is Saturn. Its element is water. Its powers are protection and exorcism. Here we have burdock, magical names, Bardana, beggar's buttons. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is Venus. Its element is water. Its powers are protection and healing. Camphor, Camphor, magical names. I'm going to spell this is Kafoor, Caphor, and Chang, Chang. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is moon. Its element is water. Its powers are health and divination. Camphor is also what they use in Vicks, which helps you breathe. This one is cardamom. And then they just have the scientific name, which I'm going to spell. It's Elettaria, and then Cardamom. Camomum. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is Venus. Its element is water. Its power is love and lust. Catnip. Magical names: cat, catmint, catnip, cat's wart, spelled W-A-R-T, field balm, nepeta, and nip. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is Venus. Its element is water. Its powers are cat magic, love, beauty, and happiness. Then we have chamomile, Chamomile. Its magical name is ground apple, chamomile, and German chamomile. Its gender is masculine. Its planet is the sun, and the element is water. It doesn't have the magical uses on here, but what we do is in witchcraft we apply things depending on what they're used for, what they stand for. They have to have some kind of association to what it is that you're doing. So chamomile is known for its health benefits as far as calming and things like that. So you could actually use this in some kind of a peace spell, you know, something that's calming. Like if you're trying to calm somebody down, bring peace or protection to them, that would be a good herb to use. Okay, now we have, that looks like a typo. It's supposed to be chickweed, I believe. They've got chick W seed, which I've never seen before. Okay, anyway, we've got magical names: adder's mouth, satin flower, star, chickweed, starweed, and tongue grass. I'm pretty sure it's just chicksweed or chickweed. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is the moon. Its element is water. Its powers are fidelity and love. This one is chicory. Magical names are wild cherry and wild succory. Succory. Its gender is masculine. Its planet is the sun. Its element is air. Its powers are removing obstacles, invisibility, and favors. So this is going to be very important in your work, because one of the things that we do is we shield ourselves and our work from other people knowing that we are casting on them. So keep in mind that chicory is a great herb, and there are corresponding demons that cause invisibility, and all that means is obviously you're not going to be invisible, but in a sense you're hiding something that you're doing from somebody. Okay, I could use some Benadryl right about now. Sorry guys. Okay, so we have cinnamon. Magical names: sweet wood and Ceylon cinnamon. I hope I'm saying that right. It's Ceylon. Its gender is masculine. Its planet is the sun. Its element is fire. Its powers are spirituality, success, healing, power, psychic powers, lust, protection, and love. And I can tell you right now that I use a lot of cinnamon. So in a lot of your powders, you're going to use this as a base. So you're going to need a lot of both powdered cinnamon and cinnamon sticks. Okay, cinnamon sticks are great for making poppets, especially love poppets, prosperity poppets. You use that as the frame to build the poppet on. We put them in sweet jars. I put them in a lot of my spells that I lay out for you guys with road openings and stuff. You can outline your road opening with cinnamon stick. And of course you would use the powder as a dusting for candles when you're preparing your candles. So cinnamon's going to be a big one, and you will go through a lot of cinnamon. So get stocked up on that. This one is citron. Its magical names are sucake and forbidden fruit. Its gender, and it looks like, I believe this is just maybe a lemon tree. They're showing lemons here, and they're showing some kind of a plant. So, and citron is citrus. So this is probably a lemon tree, or maybe we do use lemons. So that's what this could be. So its gender is masculine. Its planet is the sun. Its element is air. Its powers are psychic powers and healing. Now keep in mind, lemons are also used in curses. We use lemon juice in sour jars. We use lemon juice or lemons, the whole lemon, but in this case, this is probably lemon leaf. But what I'm saying is, aside from that, we use lemons a lot for cursing and souring someone's life. And I know you guys have seen that in my spell work, so that's why, okay? And then we have clove, and you will use this a lot too. So its magical name is Myket. It's Karen Phil is one of the names, and its gender is masculine. Its planet is Jupiter. Its element is fire, and its powers are protection, exorcism, love, and money. And you can buy powder and whole clove because you're going to use both. Colt's foot. Its magical names are ass's foot, British tobacco, bull's foot, butterbur, coughwort, and foal's foot. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is Venus. Its element is water. Its powers are love and visions. Comfrey. Comfrey is amazing also for medicinal uses, so get yourself familiar with this herb. It's very good. And it also grows like a weed, so be careful if you plant it in your garden. It will take over. So comfrey, and this is also known as bone knit from the Native Americans. Its magical names are blackwort, boneset, bruisewort, and slippery root. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is Saturn. Its element is water. And its powers are safety during travel and money. So in hoodoo, we use comfrey. Like you can either take the leaves or you can make a little sachet and put comfrey in there. You can use the root or the leaf, and you can take that along with you. They used to put it in their shoe when they were traveling. Cow's lip. Its magical names are Arthritica, Buckles, Fairy Cup, Herb Peter, and Keyflower. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is Venus. Its element is water. Its powers are healing, youth, and finding items. So that's a good point there, finding items. So a lot of times when you're practicing the craft and you're working with different spirits, sometimes very mischievous, if I could even speak English today, spirits will come through. They're like little demons. They're like little bad guys, little gnome type creatures. They come through sometimes, and they will misplace your stuff that you just put down next to you, and suddenly it's gone. It makes you go crazy. So there's things you can do, like doing spells with these herbs or summoning certain demons. Like I know Andromalius is one that will help you find things that are missing or stolen. So keep that in mind. That's a good one. Okay, we have daffodil. Its magical names are Daffy, Down, Dilly. That's all one word with spaces. Daffy, space, down, space, Dilly. Goose, Leek, L-E-E-K, and Lent Lily. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is Venus. Its element is water. Its powers are love, fertility, and luck. This one is Damiana. Its magical names are Mexican Damiana. Its gender is masculine. Its planet is Mars. Element fire. The powers are lust, love, and visions. Dandelion. You guys will use a lot of dandelion. This is important. Magical names. Blow ball, lion's tooth, puff ball, swine snout, and wild endive. Its gender is masculine. Its planet is Jupiter. Its element is air. Its powers are divination, wishes, and calling spirits. Dragon's blood. This is also one that you're going to use a lot. You're going to also use the incense of dragon's blood. And if you, we'll get into writing with magical inks too, because this is also an ink. It can be made into an ink. So, dragon's blood, its magical names are blood and dragons and blood palm. Its gender is masculine. Its planet is Mars. Its element is fire. Its powers are love, protection, exorcism, and potency. So remember, potency will come useful for if you're doing spells to get pregnant, to make a certain spell stronger, like say you need money right away. That's something that you would incorporate into that spell work. And this one is echinacea. Echinacea is also great for boosting the immune system. Its magical names are Black Samson and Coneflower. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is Venus and Mars. Its element is Earth. Its powers are strengthening spells. So, like the other one, if you want something to be superimposed, and there's also oils for this too, so this is something you could think about putting into an oil, but to strengthen a spell, obviously we want all of our spells to be strong, but you will find that there are times that something is taking place and you really need an extra help, like something's just not working out. Then you have to use your backup plans, whether that be demons or herbs or whatever, so keep that in mind. Okay. Echinacea. Well, yeah, I work with both of these a lot. Okay, so elderberry, that's one word. Its magical names are Lady Elkhorn, Old Gaff, or no, it's Old Gal, I believe. The printing is not very clear on that one. So it's Old Gal, Old Lady, Pipe Tree, and Sweet Elder. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is Venus. Its element is water. Its powers are exorcism, protection, healing, prosperity, and sleep. This is, elderberry is what they were using during COVID. So they make elderberry syrup. And if you guys ever want to learn how to do that, I can teach you how to do that. So not only are these herbs great for your magic, but these are great to incorporate into your life, into your health. Just make sure not all of them are edible, especially when we get more into like the poison path and stuff. It's really weird because you can have some herbs that you can't digest, but you can put on the skin. So just be really careful. This one is elm. Its magical names are elven, English elm, and European elm. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is Saturn. Element water. Powers are love. Eucalyptus. Magical names are blue gum, or I should say blue gum tree, and stringy bark. Its gender is feminine. Its planet is the moon. Its element is water. Its powers are healing and protection. And we're going to do one more for the day, and then I will continue later on. Eyebright. Its magical names are red eyebright. Its gender is masculine. Its planet is the sun. Its elements are air. Its powers are mental powers and psychic powers. And we will get into a lot of the spirits that are associated with these herbs too. Like, once you learn what spirits do what demons do what, you can kind of get an idea of what herbs would be good when you're working with that demon in a spell. So let's say for mental powers, as an example, you want to do a spell of mind control. You're going to use Eyebright, and you're going to work with the demon Dantalion. So hopefully that makes sense. They each correspond with each other. So if you guys have any questions on each of these videos, take notes, write your questions out, and submit them in the Patreon chat, and I will do a video to cover those questions. Okay? Take care.